This bull is
it's
about
nice.
850 kg.
That guy gotta be single if you ask me.
He's got some
He
nuts
should
of
be.
steel. Yeah.
Next time you watch a video of us, I'm on there, you know what I mean? That looks horrible.
It was. What is up? Welcome back. It's Aaron.
And Petra.
We're a US and European couple discovering the US.
Today, we're watching a video called World's Most Dangerous Rodeo Bodacious?
This video has been recommended to us so much. We actually did a rodeo video as our very first video. If you didn't see it, it did amazing. And I think we got a lot of positive response. It was her first time seeing that. And it was a complete culture shock. We post videos every single week. So make sure you
like and subscribe.
And now let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I wanna
Bodacious.
see this.
Oh, I love the music.
The world's toughest cowboys say they'd rather try to saddle a tornado than take a ride on Bodacious, the world's
What is
most
Bodacious?
dangerous bull. He doesn't just throw riders, he demolishes them.
Oh, here we go.
In the body-pounding world of rodeo, there are bulls that will buck you,
What?
bulls that will drop you,
My hair went up.
bulls that will hurl
You
you.
see that?
We're about 10 seconds into this video. We got chills. We got chills happening right here. This is crazy. This is happening.
This looks like Minecraft, by the way. How old is that?
It's an old clip.
Bent on destroying you.
Bodacious. The baddest bull that
Bodacious.
there's ever been.
I still don't know what that means. Let's continue with that.
That's the bull's name.
Oh.
Oh, he looks mean.
He's
This
the
bull is
Charles
bad.
Brahman crossbreed named Bodacious. 1,800 pounds of solid muscle. In 135 matches.
Whoa, 1,800 pounds of solid muscle.
How much is that in kg?
This bull is
it
about
sounds-
850 kg. Yeah. This is a grown man. More than a grown man. This is a grizzly bear. Bigger than a grizzly bear.
This is a transformer.
This is a transformer.
Yeah.
And people ride this thing.
Matchups with
What?
the world's top
He's kinda
bull
cute,
riders,
though.
only
Relax.
eight have gone the distance with him.
Look at the face and
earning
the
him the
nose.
title, world's most dangerous rodeo bull.
He's like, get off me,
He's an
boy.
icon, like Moby Dick, Jaws, or King Kong. He's the only bull in
King
the world
Kong.
famous enough to warrant his own home video and line of signature merchandise.
What?
Every great warrior has a secret weapon. For Bodacious, it's this one. A deadly head-snapping move that has left a trail of destruction in its wake.
Oh, by
He's the only
nose.
bull that does it.
Oh.
Terry Don West is one of the
Hold on, I have a question. What did they do to those cows or bulls to be like that?
Yes. We actually read a lot of the comments in the last video that they're really treated like royalty, these bulls. They're taken care of really well.
I love that.
But when they step into this ring, it's a competition for the bull too.
Yeah.
So the bull also wants to get the rider off. It's like a pride thing for the bull, which is funny. I want to know what the injuries are.
Yeah. Like how do more people not die? I don't understand. You know? Also, I can't imagine like they clean the, how are they called?
Horns?
No, the leg thing.
The
at
legs?
end. At the end.
The hoof, the bottom.
Yes. Not American, sorry. When they clean the hoofs,
Yeah, hoofs.
hoofs. What the hell? Now we started English practice just now. That's a little bit embarrassing. Anyway, I can imagine them polishing their knees and so on, right? And then they come here and they're like, let me kill you now.
They said, let's go. 1v1.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's crazy. This bull's bad, though.
one of the
Bad.
He's cute,
cowboys that
though. I
Bodacious
like
has
the face.
smashed to smithereens.
You should tie
This
Ooh.
ride cost Terry 6 broken
Oh.
ribs,
It's
a
all-
broken
6
collarbone,
ribs.
and a punctured lung. There it is.
Oh, this one?
The
This one?
potentially fatal
Yes.
rib cage smash.
I couldn't
Ooh.
breathe. And that's probably the first time I thought I was going to die. I said I'll never ever get on that bull ever again. I've said a million times that bull's going to kill somebody.
You know what I can't imagine? I can't imagine like him having a wife. You know what I mean?
And she has
we
to
talked
watch
about that
him ride.
before. Bye, honey. Have a good day. Hope you survive in those 5 seconds of riding a damn bull. You know what I mean? Like, how is that like? I understand it's a sport and people have it as a sport, right? I've never seen that in person. I don't think I need to be honest. But how do like they have families, right? Because I wouldn't want my dad or my honey boo boo go on the damn bull like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that guy got to be single if you ask me.
He's got some
He
nuts
should
of
be.
steel. Yeah.
Yeah. He riding nuts
A
of
few
steel.
have gone the distance with
Oh,
Bodacious.
look.
In bull riding, a cowboy has to stay on top of the bull for 8 seconds for the ride to count. Tough
8
Peterman,
seconds?
considered by many to be the
My
world's
favorite number.
greatest bull rider, says Bodacious gave him the right.
Wait a second, y'all. Wait a second.
Maybe I am meant to go on a damn.
She is
game.
meant to be on
A
the
bull
bull
rider.
rider because her favorite number is
8.
8.
Yeah. Maybe I should be. Next time you watch a video of us, I'm on there. You know what I mean? That'll be pretty damn cool.
Yes, it would.
Mm-hmm.
Ride of his career.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh,
In order to ride him, I had to,
6,
do
7.
everything just perfect.
Is it done? I
is now.
I think it's now. I mean, it's done. He's like, yeah, I survived.
Zero room for any kind of mistake, because
Tough
if he did,
headman.
he was gonna make.
Which
you
one
pay
is
for it.
name?
That's him.
Tough and Bodacious were matched
His
again
name's
in
Tough.
1995 at the
He's
World
tough.
Championship held in
I
Las
never heard of
Vegas'
that.
MGM Grand.
Wow.
This time the outcome would be very different.
When was that? Like 80s?
Probably. Oh.
He's knocked out. Open that gate, boys.
Oh, but he doesn't
He
step
left
on
the
him
chute.
though.
The first jump was fine. I was in
Not
good
this
shape,
one.
and when he
Wait, hold
started
on,
up
hold
for the second jump, I was
Oh.
up right over him, and he just came back and just
I think we already
hit me
saw
in the,
that
in the
earlier.
face, and just crushed everything from here to here, and.
Onlookers, including fellow competitors hardened to the violence of the sport, were shocked at what they saw.
Luckily, the second jump, it didn't hit him again, or it probably killed him, because his face was already just like a cracked egg then, and if he had hit again, I'm sure that his brain would have went all over his head.
Walking out of here.
One eye was over here, and one eye looked like it was down here, and he pulls his contacts out.
I kind of need to
says,
see
"Tell my
that
wife
though.
I'm okay," and jumps in the back of the ambulance. I thought I was looking at the toughest man I ever saw in my life.
Oh my gosh.
He had a wife.
One eye was over here. One eye was over here.
No, he said it looked like that kind of. Of course, it didn't. It wasn't completely
Well,
like
apparently
that.
his face was completely broken.
Oh yeah,
so
they
his
said
stuff
it
was just
like
droopy
a broken
whoopy.
egg. You know what I just realized? We always see, well, that's the second video of that, people riding a bull, but we don't really see the consequences. I kind of do want to see what happens to them.
She wants to see the rough video. She wants to see those details.
Not about details, but like what actually happens. You know, they get hurt, but you don't really know. Okay, they get the rib cage broken or
Right.
whatever. But like that face, that looked horrible.
It was.
That looked painful. Imagine you have no face for, I don't know, years maybe, reconstruct and everything because of 8 seconds of a bull ride.
2 seconds.
Plastic surgeons worked all night to recreate Tough's face.
That's
When I got
crazy.
home, my son at the time was 3 years old, and didn't hardly recognize me when I got home because of all.
See, that's something that makes me a little bit sad. Because it's like, I understand it's a sport. There's zero judgment here, right? As an European, I've never seen that. But one thing I don't understand is why would people like doing something as a sport that you know it's so dangerous that like everyone can die doing that in 8 seconds of trying to do it. You know what I mean? And having like 3-year-old son?
3-year-old
Oh,
son.
babies. He
That's-
didn't even recognize him, he said.
Oh. Oh.
All
Wow.
of the swelling, and like I said,
that's
I
him?
look quite a bit
Yeah.
That's him,
different.
yeah.
He looked at me and he said, if you ever draw Bodacious again, you're gonna have to chicken out. I said, you got a deal, and lo and behold, I joined him at the national finals, and I just said no, thank you, and I just didn't get on it.
Wow.
Wait, what did he say? He didn't get on it anymore?
Yeah, he said he got him again. And he said, nope,
Is
I'm not
one of
doing
the
it.
smartest things I've ever seen a human being do. I want you to tell Tough Peterman you approve. We need him
That's after
alive.
his thing?
We need him
Yeah.
alive and well.
3 go-rounds later, Scott Redding drew him, and he did the same thing to him as he did to me. He had a face
What?
guard, which
Oh.
knocked him out, broke bones all around his eye socket, stitches in his face.
This would be the last time any cowboy would ever climb on the back of the world's most dangerous rodeo bull.
That was it.
And what did he do with a cow? Oh,
Owner Sammy
that's
Andrews
him?
made a
Sammy Andrews. Yeah, that's him.
That's him?
This is Bodacious.
Look how he's
difficult
enjoying his
decision.
time. Look
Retired
him go.
Bodacious at the peak of his career.
We allowed that you didn't want to be crippling anybody else or killing them off, and so we allowed that we might ought to retire him rather than keep him mangling up people's faces.
So let him live, basically.
Even today,
right?
4 years after.
Well, they said we're not going to let anybody ride him anymore.
Right, but they also are not gonna kill him.
No.
Yeah, okay. Because usually,
These are
as
pets.
far as I heard, like animals that are used for sports, usually sometimes I heard they kill them after they're not useful for sports anymore.
No. Typically, animals, for example, horses, after they retire horses from racing, typically the horse lives on the farm and they're well taken care of for the rest of their life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't put them down unless they have a really bad injury.
Right, and they're
And that happens with horses sometimes.
right.
But
So
no,
he's just enjoying his life.
yes, this
Wow.
bull became he's already a pet on the farm. Remember, he only competes when he gets in the ring.
Right.
He doesn't
right.
compete.
But how is he not aggressive here, for example?
I don't know.
Just because no one is on his back, it doesn't trigger him?
That's a question for you. 'Cause
Yeah, I got no
I don't
clue.
know. I don't know.
Years after his last ride, no bull has created a path of destruction that would challenge Bodacious's Guinness title as the world's most dangerous rodeo bull.
Tell me again, he's gentle.
Sammy is currently breeding Bodacious and selling straws with his semen to ranchers across the country.
Whoa.
He may
With
one day
semen?
build a
Yeah, because they're trying to create more. That's how they breed animals.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to create more Bodaciouses.
More Bodaciouses?
Bodacious
Junior?
children. Yeah.
Oh.
son
Wait,
of
hold on.
Bodacious
Let's see the
Super
rest of
Bowl.
it.
Oh, it's a family.
But if the
Yeah.
Cowboys are worried, they're not letting on.
Have you ever seen another Secretariat since Secretariat won that race so well? There's a lot of good blood from Secretariat,
Ooh.
but nothing was ever as great as he was.
There's only one Babe Ruth. There's only one Jack Nicklaus.
And only one Bodacious.
Bodacious, one of a kind.
Is Bodacious still alive?
That's a great question.
How long do cows live? That might be a stupid question, but I actually don't. I never had a cow before, so
No idea.
yeah, no idea.
Literally no clue. That video was scary, cool, interesting, fun, all of it at the same time. I mean, I think we both enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for the recommendation, everybody.
Yeah.
Bodacious seems like a badass. He is a very cool bull. How is he taken care of? Who owns him? Is he still alive? What other questions do we have?
We saw who owns him. We saw the owner. His
Well,
name
he
is
could have
Sammy.
sold him because
Oh yeah, true.
I've heard before that some riders have been injured and they actually end up buying the bull because they were injured by that bull. So,
Fair enough. Anyone on y'all ever seen Bodacious, by the way?
have you seen him in person? Yeah, that's actually a great question.
Because he's actually cute, but then when he's in the ring, it's not cute.
He turns it on. I have another question because this might blow our mind, I think. How much does a bull like Bodacious cost?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's true.
seriously, I bet it costs $250,000 or something like
Because
that.
think about dogs are expensive and horses are expensive. How much are they? Like 10K?
Horses are more. Yeah.
Like a car,
Like a racing
20,000.
horse is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh,
How much is Bodacious? We
Wow.
would love to hear. And similar riding bulls like this for the World Championship and stuff. Anyways, y'all.
Championship.
Yeah, championship.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate you. Make sure you come to the next video because we got a lot more to cover.
To cover and discover.
Discuss. Yeah. So make sure you comment down below more videos that we should check out and learn more because we're discovering as European and my beautiful American fiance together. We're both learning about America, about everything about America.
Yes.
So we appreciate y'all and have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.
And make sure
You
like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers. That boy likes the longest kisses ever.